Lala Anthony says Carmelo Anthony's Hall of Fame speech was the ultimate betrayal, and her reaction has sparked a conversation far beyond basketball. While Carmelo Anthony's induction into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame was supposed to be a celebration of his legendary career and lasting impact on the game, it also became a reminder of the personal dynamics that follow even the most accomplished athletes. At 41 years old, Carmelo Anthony stood on stage as one of the greatest scorers of his era. A 10-time NBA All-Star, Olympic gold medalist, NCAA champion and cultural icon. Yet for all his acknowledgements and heartfelt thanks to those who shaped him, the omission of Lala Anthony, his wife for over a decade and the mother of his only son, Kian, was glaring. The moment Carmelo stepped up to the podium, fans expected an emotional trip down memory lane, a celebration of perseverance and a nod to the people who helped him climb to the pinnacle of his career. His speech included heartfelt mentions of his late father, Carmelo Erie, and his sister Michelle Anthony, both of whom played significant roles in shaping his life, but were tragically gone too soon. He gave love to his mother, Mary Anthony, whose support was a constant throughout his journey. He also praised his real friends, the ones who stuck with him through the highs and lows of professional sports, and gave his alma mater Syracuse University the recognition it deserved for helping launch his career when he led the team to an NCAA title in 2003. Carmelo's acknowledgement of NBA franchises was also expected. He thanked the Denver Nuggets, the team that drafted him third overall in 2003, and the New York Knicks, where he became a basketball superstar and one of the faces of the league. These were the chapters of his career that defined him as a player, cementing his status as a Hall of Famer. In addition, his salute to single mothers, grandmothers and sisters, whom he called the real MVPs, resonated with many. The moment reportedly felt like the ultimate betrayal. Though no longer romantically linked, the couple shares obligation to thank an ex-wife, while others criticised him for what they saw as a petty and unnecessary snub. For Lala, it wasn't about being celebrated as an ex-wife, it was about respect for the role she played in his life. Over the years, she was there for the major milestones, his championships, his all-star selections, and his biggest games. She endured the challenges of being married to a professional athlete, constant travel, temptations, and public scrutiny. When scandals involving Carmelo's alleged infidelities broke, she was forced to navigate humiliation in the public eye. And even after their marriage unraveled, she continued to support him publicly as the father of her child. From that perspective, her disappointment makes sense. The Hall of Fame is about legacy, and hers was a part of his, whether he chose to acknowledge it or not. The story also highlights the complicated intersection of sports, fame, and personal relationships. Athletes like Carmelo Anthony don't just represent themselves when they step into the spotlight. They represent a community of people who helped shape their journey. The public's divided reaction speaks volumes. Some argue that Carmelo simply chose to focus on those who directly impacted his career, and Lala's role as a spouse didn't fall under that category, especially since they were no longer together. Others insist that leaving her out entirely was a disrespectful erasure of someone who stood by him during his prime. The truth likely lies somewhere in the middle. Carmelo crafted his speech the way he wanted, but in doing so he revealed the complexities of his personal relationships. Intentionally or not, for their son Kian, the omission may sting the most. At 18, he has grown up in the spotlight, watching both his parents navigate fame and personal trials. Seeing his father celebrate his career without mentioning his mother could feel like a slight, not just to Lala but to the family unit as a whole. At the same time, both parents have shown a commitment to co-parenting and prioritizing Kian's well-being. It remains to be seen how this moment will impact that dynamic, but it is undeniable that the omission has added tension and mentors, but also for the silence that spoke just as loudly as his words. For Lala Anthony, that silence was the ultimate betrayal, a final reminder that in the story of Carmelo Anthony, her chapter was left unspoken. Their romance began in the early 2000s when they were introduced through mutual friends. At the time, Carmelo was a rising star in basketball, having just been drafted by the Denver Nuggets after his one-year college dominance at Syracuse University, where he led the team to its first NCAA championship. Lala was carving out her path in the entertainment industry, best known for her work as a VJ on MTV's Total Request Live, and her growing influence in media. The two quickly connected, and their chemistry was undeniable. Carmelo was drawn to Lala's energy and independence, while she admired his determination and the confidence he carried both on and off the court. By 2004, the pair were engaged, and their relationship became a regular topic in both sports and pop culture conversations. They welcomed their son Kian in 2007, a moment that solidified their bond and added a new layer of responsibility to their relationship. As young parents, they navigated the balance of raising a child while also pursuing demanding careers. For Carmelo, that meant long seasons filled with road trips and the pressures of being the face of a franchise. For Lala, it meant continuing to build her career while also supporting her partner in the highly competitive world of professional sports. Their 2010 wedding was a spectacle that captured the attention of fans everywhere. The star-studded ceremony, attended by celebrities like Kim Kardashian, LeBron James, and other A-list figures, was even featured in a VH1 reality show called Lala's Full Court Wedding. Later, their married life was showcased in Lala's Full Court Life, giving fans a glimpse into their family dynamic. On screen, their love seemed strong and their partnership appeared solid, but behind the scenes, cracks were forming. As Carmelo's career reached new heights, once described Carmelo as her best friend. While Carmelo often praised her publicly for being a great mother and a supportive partner, their bond, even when fractured, remained undeniable, and fans rooted for them to repair what had been broken. However, the cycle of tension and reconciliation continued. By 2019, reports suggested that Carmelo was once again linked to another woman, reigniting speculation about the stability of their relationship. Lala's social media posts around that time hinted at heartbreak and frustration, though she rarely spoke directly about their issues. What was clear, though, was that love still lingered between them, even if it was complicated by repeated disappointments. By 2021, Lala officially filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The filing marked the end of their nearly 2-decade-long love story, at least on paper. Still, even as they transitioned into life as co-parents, the affection they once shared was evident in the way they spoke about each other publicly. Lala has acknowledged that she will always have love for Carmelo because of their shared history and because he is the father of her son. Carmelo, too, has made it clear that Lala played a vital role in his life and that he respects her deeply. Their relationship issues often stemmed from the pressures of fame, Carmelo's alleged infidelities, and the difficulty of balancing personal lives with demanding careers. But beneath the pain and the public scandals was a real love story. In many ways, their story reflects the complexities of love in the modern age. It is possible to love someone deeply and still be hurt by them. It is possible to share a life with someone, build memories and create a family, and yet still recognize that the relationship no longer works in its original form. Lala and Carmelo's relationship was filled with issues and fights, but it was also filled with moments of genuine love, care, and partnership. Their journey has been anything but perfect. Yet it remains a reminder that love is not always straightforward. For Lala and Carmelo, their time together may have been marked by ups and downs. Do you believe his speech was strictly about those who impacted his basketball career and that personal relationships didn't belong on that stage? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and join the conversation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on stories at the intersection of sports, fame, and personal life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next.